Hello, my name is Taylor Clinton-Smith, and for my senior project, I chose to do an online course on dermatology through Coursera because that's what I aspire to be one day. And in this video, I'm going to go over a poster I made on one of the lessons in Unit 1. To start out with, I'm going to talk about the epidermis, which is the top layer of the skin. It's about 20 to 100 nanometers thick, which is the thickness of a piece of paper. It contains 4 layers of keratinocytes, which are the stratum corneum, stratum granulosum, the stratum spinosum, and the stratum basal. In these layers, there's melanocytes, which are melanin-producing cells, Langerhans, which are antigen-presenting immune cells, which is your first immune response, and Merkel cells, which are oval-shaped receptors essential for light touch sensation. The next thing I'm going to talk about is keratinization, which takes place in the epidermis, which is when skin cells move from the stratum basal to the stratum corneum in about 4 weeks. But this process will only take about 4 hours with hyperproliferation. The next layer of the skin is the dermis. It is the middle layer of the skin and is responsible for thermoregulation. In the dermis, you can find blood and lymphatic vessels, collagen and elastin fibers, and 3 different kinds of cells. These are fibroblasts, fibrocytes, and mast cells. The dermis can be split into 2 sections, the upper and deeper dermis. The upper dermis, or the papillary layer, contains connective tissue, thinner collagen fibers, and smaller blood vessels, as well as smaller nerve fibers. The deeper dermis, or the reticular layer, contains connective tissue, thicker collagen fibers, thicker blood vessels, and nervous fibers. The function of the dermis is to feed nutrition to the epidermis, barrier function, which is your protection, formation of the elasticity of the skin, and aging of the skin, which is also associated with it. The third and final layer of the skin is the subcutaneous tissue, which is just a fat layer that provides insulation and cushion.